Hey guys, Marstinkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so, the EZAs for Vegeta and Goku are live in the game. So, I didn't get a chance to stream earlier today when the event came out. So, I got the EZA done and just wanted to jump straight in. This is the new benchmark, I guess, the new GT Legendary Goku event, the new hardest event in the game. Obviously the difficulty comparable to Super Battle Road, as it says in the news when it was first announced, or Extreme Super Battle Road. Really comes down to like wrong units taking supers, I guess, is what makes it so difficult. But we are going to try out our boys in this event. So Vegeta post EZA greatly raises defense for one turn on super attack, does immense damage, and he raises attack by 30% for 6 turns. And then his passive is attack 150 and defense 120. He gets an additional 40% attack when performing a super, and the super counter chance is still medium. So we don't have Goku on this first rotation, but putting him here in the middle, thanks to Gohan being on the team and having Saiyan Raw, he does have most of his links active. As you can see, I was link leveling the Super Saiyan 4s, but obviously before this celebration started and we got like the news announcements and stuff, I really wasn't expecting them to EZA at the same time on global as they did on JP, so I hadn't like done them ahead of time. So they're both fairly close to being at full level 10, as you can see, but they've been on my link level team for the last like week or so. So you know how it is with the RNG of link leveling. But let's see what we got. 5.1 on turn 1. Okay. That's pretty good. See you later, base form Goku. So we'll go on to the next phase. Obviously, we're running the Giant Ape Power team here. This mission for this particular category is going to be so much easier to do now with these EZAs, because obviously these units, if you've been playing the game for a while, chances are you probably have at least one copy of both of the Super Saiyan 4s. And now obviously, you know, both of mine are rainbow in this video, but these guys fully EZA'd are so ridiculously good now. And like, you know, chances are if you only have them at 55% or maybe 1 or 2 dupes, chances are you probably don't have the LR versions maxed out either. And yeah, these guys definitely, from like how they look on turn 1, definitely look like they're better than the LRs, which is hilarious because for me, my luck during the 4th anniversary wasn't necessarily the best. So it was only recently, just now in fact, on the GT Goku and Vegeta banners that I finally rainbowed the LR Super Saiyan 4s, and now they're essentially obsolete, at least until Global gets the same name update, because yeah, now I'm just going to be running the EZA one. So if we have these guys together, obviously Vegeta gets all of his links except for Saiyan Pride. Goku's now on the rotation. Every single unit that we can float in the 3rd spot on this team has Kamehameha, which is the only link he doesn't share with Vegeta. So he has Kamehameha, Vegeta has Saiyan Pride, which means if we always put Goku in the middle slot here, he's going to have his full link set active every single turn. So if we look at Goku, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, and he raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. And then his passive is now attack 150, defense 120, and then the additional attack 40 when performing a super, and the medium chance to counter. So they didn't give them anything particularly over the top and complicated, but I mean, Vegeta's at 150k at the start of the turn, and he's going to greatly raise his defense on super attack. So as soon as he super attacks, that's going to go up to, what, 225? Something like that. And then he raises his attack for 6 turns as well. So we'll go ahead and put him in slot 1. Obviously, he does tank better in slot 2, but Goku tanks better in slot 2 as well, and has type disadvantage in this particular phase. But yeah, man, I had a quick spin with this team earlier. I did tweet out like a screenshot of Goku hitting like 6.7 million on turn 2 or something. There was support in the 3rd slot, but I mean, stuff like this is when these guys are going to look absolutely ridiculous. So Vegeta gets an additional super attack, 5.5 mil. I mean, he's done a ridiculous amount of damage to this Goku already by himself. And then the STR Super Saiyan 4, very nice attack stat for him as well. We didn't crit, unfortunately, which means we don't do any crazy damage. But Gogeta are going to come in slot 3. What's really funny about this is because the Super Saiyan 4s work so well together, it's kind of like the LRs. I feel like it's best to use them as a rotation together, which means you're going to be floating off Gogeta. And for this particular team build, if you want to have an easier time, if you do have Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, he's really, really good, but he doesn't really share any links with Gogeta. So the way I'm going to run the rotations is like this, and have Gohan with the GT Goku, because they do at least share Prepared for Battle, Super Saiyan, and Saiyan Lineage, which means on this particular version of the team build that we're running for Giant 8 Power, we're actually floating off both of the Gogetas, which almost seems blasphemy considering how ridiculously good he is, but obviously for this event and how difficult it is, Gohan is a super good defensive unit to have in slot 1, and then of course the GT Goku, mine is only 55%, he's not having to face any attacks this turn, but he's much better defensively after super attacking, so it's kind of the perfect combo to have Gohan in slot 1 and him in slot 2. So then the Gogetas in slot 3, they raise their defense on super, they obviously have a chance to counter any pesky super attacks at the end of the turn. So I feel like this team build actually works out really well, even though, like I say, it does feel very weird to be floating Gogeta off the rotation. But anyway, on the next turn we should have, I think, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, yeah, with our boys. So again, not only is he giving Kamehameha to Goku, so we can have him in the middle, he is providing the 20% attack and defensive buff to Giant 8 Power allies, and then of course he also raises defense on super attack. He has the 50% chance to counter. Wow, 6.2 on Vegeta here now. And again, bear in mind, while both these guys are Rainbow, they're not fully level 10 links, so those numbers can get even higher. And yeah, 6.7 for Goku. That is pretty damn good. So yeah, see you later, Super Saiyan 3, and we go on to everybody's favourite phase, the Golden Ozaru. So I think for the sake of the video, I'm not going to take any risks of getting killed here, because especially at 55%, GT Goku, if he takes a super attack in that middle slot from the Ozaru, we absolutely would die. And Gogeta in the final slot obviously does have the 50% chance to counter a super attack, but if he doesn't counter, we would take quite a lot of damage as well. So we're just here to see how good the EZA Super Saiyan 4s are. I don't really care about getting like a no items run on this or anything. I think the big takeaway from this, as I was saying earlier on, is that, you know, if you're somebody who only had the LRs at like 55%, maybe one dupe, but you have these guys ready to go for their EZA, this mission for beating the legendary Goku event with the Giant 8 Power team is going to be so much easier now, because these guys are actually ridiculous. Like, I wonder if we can, will we be able to finish them off here? I mean, we still have the item active, so it doesn't really matter. I'll save the active skill for the Gogeta active skills. I'll probably use on the Int Super Saiyan 4 phase, because we have type advantage over the final stage anyway. But yeah, these guys consistently hitting over a 5 million attack stat. And yeah, 1.6, 16k off a super with the Whis active. Pretty good. And then yeah, solid damage from Goku. Obviously Vegeta having type advantage and getting the crit there was pretty significant, but yeah, these guys, they didn't do anything super fancy with their kit, but good lord, they are ridiculously powerful now. You could definitely pull off some shenanigans with support units, things like B-Pans, active skill, that kind of thing, and easily see these guys hitting like over 10 million attack stat, which is pretty good considering they are EZAs of super old units. So we should be able to finish them off here. Hopefully we will. The worst case scenario is nobody gets any like crits or anything, but Gohan does fairly decent damage. He got the double super, so we should be fine, because the Golden Ozaru can't dodge, at least as far as I know, so should be all good here. 4.9. I mean, GT Goku, obviously, again, this video is not really about him, but super impressive unit at 55%. You know, I want to say I don't want to go back in on the banners, because I'm saving for what is potentially going to be like a part 2 LR banner, because we've still got our fingers crossed that it's going to be a Super 17. But yeah, I would love to get more dupes for them. Next time they come back on a banner, they're definitely going to hugely increase the value of that banner. And look at this. At this point now, Goku actually has higher defense than Vegeta, so we could put him in slot 1. He's not going to have Kamehameha active, unfortunately, but we are also going to get the Dokkan attack this turn. So if we do this, we'll go ahead and use the active skill with Gogeta. We're going to do a lot of damage this turn. Now, if we don't counter a super, that would be unfortunate at any point during the turn. But we do have a lot of HP, so I don't think we would die. But let's make sure we get this Dokkan mode here. Ooh, going super fast, but we nailed it. So yeah, without Kamehameha active, unfortunately, Goku not quite at 6 million. But, I mean, imagine that being your chief criticism. Oh, he didn't quite hit 6 million. He's only an EZA for a unit that's been out for like 4 years, and he's here hitting 5.8 million. Not even full level 10 links. Like, absolutely ridiculous. There's the level 3 dodge as well, because why not? And then Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I mean, these guys are just ridiculously impressive. They didn't need to do anything fancy, give them any crazy gimmicks. They're just ridiculously powerful. They got good defense. We're not countering the super, but we did double super with Vegeta, so we greatly raised our defense twice. So 172k with no item active. That's actually pretty decent for this event, considering how difficult it is. So that's actually pretty good, to be fair. 170k is a lot, but pretty solid. Unfortunately, no additional from Gogeta. The turn when you use the active skill is always really when you want to get the additional supers with him, because my Gogeta does have a lot of additional. But we'll go ahead and use this. The active skills, unfortunately, for the GT Goku and Vegeta are not particularly powerful, so I thought we might as well go ahead and use that on the phase where we actually have type advantage. So we'll do this. We'll get 6 orbs here for you, and then we'll go ahead and use the friend Gogeta active skill as well. I mean, really, that super attack last turn was the first time in this entire run that we actually took like a considerable amount of damage. And thanks to, obviously, that was the turn where we did the Dokkan attack, so we just healed all of that straight back. So that's pretty good, all things considered. We should be done with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku stage fairly quickly, in fact. Like, Goku and Gogeta combined here in the final slot might not be enough to finish him off, but I mean, we've made pretty quick work of this Int Goku already. Obviously, if the GT Goku was Rainbow, he would be absolutely destroying this round because of the type advantage. But Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, mine has 2 dupes. He's full level 10 links. We used his active skill. This is the friend one, actually. I think the friend one was 1 dupe. I couldn't find any Gogeta friends with higher than 1 dupe, but I mean, the video's not about them. So we got the support from Vegeta here again. Look at this. Start of turn, Goku's defense is 215k. That is pretty ridiculous. So I am going to put him in slot 2 though, just because I want him to have Kamehameha active again. So we'll do this, we'll do this. Again, we're in a good position where it doesn't really matter who is in slot 1. If we take a super attack with the amount of defense that these guys have, if we don't counter, we're not going to die. The only thing that will be interesting to see, actually, is when we get onto the next phase, the final stage, how Vegeta fares against the tech full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because obviously he is going to have type disadvantage, and whilst his defense is very high, a super attack is probably going to do quite a lot of damage to him. So, but we'll see here. Goku not quite taking out his int self, so Vegeta going to come in, I was going to say, and finish the job with a 3 million attack stat, but then of course Goku has to go ahead and get a dodge. So funnily enough, it's going to be down to Super Saiyan 4 Gohan to finish the job here. And Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, super good unit. Not even a TUR, so when he eventually gets an awakening, it probably won't be the next Heroes banner, it'll probably be the one after, because they normally, when they bring out the new Heroes cards, they don't normally get an awakening until the next banner afterwards. But as you can see, he's not really a damage dealing unit, but he's super good defensively as long as you have the giant 8 power allies. So he is a very solid unit. I can't wait to see what they do when they finally give him an awakening. He's going to be so busted. Okay, so let's go ahead and... So what are our defenses here? 150, 190. Vegeta's is going to go up to around 225 after he super attacks. I don't want to risk not using an item here because we can't counter supers anymore either. So I do think we probably are going to take a lot more than the 300k that we have left if Vegeta takes a super in slot 1. So I will go ahead and use the Princess Snake here. And then we'll do this. Again, I want to keep Goku in the middle so that he has Kamehameha. So he has his full link set active. But yeah, I mean, pretty consistent throughout the entire run. Easily hitting over 5 million attack stats. Vegeta getting the crit. So we do a big amount of damage. And obviously we do have an item active. But he's tanking normal attacks for double digit damage. And then Goku here at 6.2. Sadly, no crit from him. And then, of course, Gogeta in the final spot is going to have type advantage. So, yeah, it's a pretty strong rotation here for these guys. Yeah, not bad for a first turn here. The only problem that we have is because we can't counter supers or dodge anymore, I need to be very careful with who's taking hits where. Because, like, again, the GT Goku probably would not survive a super attack, so I'll go ahead and Whis here. I'm not too fussed about spamming items right at the end. I just want to see the EZA Super Saiyan 4s bringing it home here. I mean, Gohan's hitting a 1.7 million attacks. That's not terrible, but he's Rainbow full level 10 links as well for me. So obviously, again, he's not a TUR yet. He's going to be pretty crazy once he is. But yeah, definitely going to be taking these guys into some other events. I want to try them both out in Extreme Super Battle Road, obviously. I don't know which stages yet I'm going to do. Let me know down below in the comments what stages you want to see these guys in. Because obviously the AGL Vegeta is in Shadow Dragon Saga, but the Goku isn't. And obviously there is an extreme version of that now. We could do the old, like the Goku family and Vegeta family stages, but Global, actually JP doesn't either, but there's no extreme version of that stage yet. So obviously it's not particularly hard. So, because a good way to do that now, obviously the LRs had the main leader skill beforehand. And now on Global you obviously can't run them at the same time, but the GT units have the family leader skills as well. And then obviously as like for the Goku family one, you can always run the Gobros as the lead and then run the STR Goku on your team and then always bring like a friend LR Goku. So there's a few good options for the way you can use them on the different teams, which is going to be very interesting. Obviously on Vegeta's team, we want to try and get at least one video where we compare him up with someone who does actually have Saiyan Pride, so he can have his full link set active. So we've got the item active here, so we should be okay. 145, it's still a lot of damage, but we need Vegeta to crit here really if we want to. Sadly no crit, and then Goku dodges Gogeta. Like I want to do the full event for the video, but like it's really annoying when they do this. Alright, so do this. Because I think we don't have the item active anymore, right? So I need to go ahead and do this. I forget whether it was last turn I used the Whis or not. We can't get a lot of orbs for Goku either, which is unfortunate. And then no super for Gogeta. Oof. This is going to be awkward. We're going to stumble at the last minute here. That's the most annoying thing about this event is the final stage with the dodging. Like the video that I put up earlier today was the run where I finally managed to beat power absorption, and the number of times that I lost right at the end because Goku would just go on an absolutely crazy dodging spree and I would run out of items because I'd have like a whole turn where I'd be doing these crazy big attack stat super attacks and then he just dodges like all 3 attacks, and obviously you use the item to survive, but you're not dealing any damage to him, so you're not beating the event any faster, and he ends up wrecking you. So it's unfortunate with the orb layout here, but obviously with the type advantage, Gogeta, even without supering and raising his defense, is perfectly fine. And we can't use any items now, but Goku has over 200k defense. So we got the support from Vegeta. This could potentially be the final turn as long as we get crits and he doesn't dodge, but let's see how this goes. So yeah, Goku just takes double-digit damage in slot 1, 6.3 on his attack stat. Yeah, nice big crit from him. That's what we like to see. And then we get super attack. So at least we live this. At least we should. Ooh, 389. Fortunately, the team does have a lot of HP. Really need Vegeta to crit here. There we go. So Vegeta might be able to finish him off, but the combo of Gohan and the GT Goku next turn should be able to finish the job if Vegeta doesn't hit. But there you go. I mean, you can see the power of the EZA Super Saiyan 4s. They are ridiculously good both offensively and defensively. In fact, I think what I'll do here, rather than take any risks, is I'll literally just put Gogeta in slot 2. Because we can do this. Do this. I mean, I say not take any risks, because, you know, he could dodge, and we could still die right on this final turn, but that is always the risk with this Goku and his dodging ability. Alright, so he doesn't dodge Gohan. I don't think Gohan's quite got the firepower. No, unfortunately not. But Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's going to get super attacked as well. At least we got type advantage and the damage reduction, so he should be okay. Oof, 84k, still a bit more than I expected. And he dodged. Are you kidding me? Alright, he didn't dodge the additional super, so Gogeta's going to bring it home, and we actually get the W. But there you go. So the EZA Super Saiyan 4s are ridiculously good. Let me know what you guys think of them down below. If you've done their event, let us know what teams you used or how difficult you found it. I did obviously make the team building guide yesterday, so if you still need any help with the event, feel free to check that out. But yeah, these guys are absolutely busted. Let me know what Super Battle Road stages you want to see them in, and we will take them into some stages over the next couple of videos. So yeah, let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.